Hi. In the next few minutes, we'll look into several of the special scene modes on select Canon EOS camera models. These settings can easily optimize your camera for different still image situations, but they're still completely automatic for focus and exposure. We'll look at four of the special scene modes, which can make immediate settings suited to certain types of subjects and situations. Here's a special scene mode for sharp pictures of nearly any moving subject. Not just sports. It could be your dog at the dog park, birds in flight, your friend riding by on their new bike, or even water at a large fountain or waterfall. Sports mode sets your camera to freeze subject movement anytime there's adequate lighting. It sets your autofocus to continually focus if your subject moves. And it changes your drive setting to high speed continuous, so your camera will fire shots repeatedly. Even though the sports special scene mode is automatic exposure and focusing, if you press your camera's rear set button, new icons appear on the LCD screen. They give a considerable amount of control whenever you want it. Change the size of your active AF area, or choose a specific type of subject for your autofocus to detect. This can be especially helpful if you're photographing your pets or wildlife. Another huge one is to intentionally lighten or darken your next shots with the plus-minus scale. You can even change the file type for a lower resolution file if you want that, or a RAW file for maximum potential image quality. Sports mode is easy to operate and allows considerable flexibility if and when you want it, and is a ticket to sharp pictures of moving subjects. Definitely a setting to try anytime you have moving subjects. The next special scene choice we'll look at is close-up mode. One thing that naturally happens when you photograph small objects up close is that the camera and lens tend to narrow the zone of what's in focus, with backgrounds usually receding into softness. With the close-up mode in the SCN settings on compatible Canon EOS cameras, the camera will actually try to emphasize this. In your list of special scene modes, the close-up mode is indicated by an icon with a flower. Once set, the camera will intentionally try to isolate whatever you focus upon, throwing other nearby parts of the scene into a softly blurred effect. Use the close-up mode when you have this in mind. For example, you could focus on a ring that a person was wearing and avoid other nearby areas competing for visual attention. As with other special scene modes, press the camera's set button and new icons temporarily appear for you to make adjustments to things like overall brightness and how large your active AF area is, and so on. Sometimes, photographing a small object up close, you may want more front-to-back sharpness. If you're in a well-lit area, what you may want to try instead is landscape mode. Even though it sounds like it's for distant subjects, you can still focus close, and it will set the camera to give more of that sharpness throughout the scene. Either way, zoom your lens to its maximum telephoto position, and then experiment with its nearest focus settings until the camera can focus sharply on your subject. Close-up shooting can add a lot to your visual repertoire. We often want to photograph a group of people together, and a problem you sometimes run into is part of the group isn't sharp. The fully automatic group photo mode in the SCN settings on many Canon EOS cameras can help avoid this. As with all special scene modes, turn your mode dial to SCN, then tap the LCD screen icon in the upper left corner. Scroll through the various icons that appear and tap again on the group photo icon when it appears. Group photo mode intentionally chooses smaller lens openings to increase front-to-back sharpness in your pictures when the scene's lighting is adequate. It's especially effective in daylight situations. Even though it's all fully automatic, if you press the set button on the back of your camera, new icons appear to temporarily allow you to lighten or darken the next shots you take, and even to change whether you use a single AF area to focus upon or focus looking at nearly the whole picture area. You can even switch from JPEG to RAW image files if you want. The green, fully automatic position on your mode dial is often fine for this type of shooting, but especially if you have people lined up behind others in a scene. Consider group photo mode to maximize sharpness throughout your pictures. Pictures of food for social media pages and other online destinations are popular with many people, even when you're working from home. But sometimes standard camera settings can leave the plate looking a little bland, even when the food is something memorable. The food mode in the SCN settings of compatible Canon EOS cameras will deepen and increase color saturation so your subjects appear richer and more vibrant. Food mode will also give a boost to color accuracy when you're in some indoor situations. As with other SCN modes, if you press the Set button on the back of your camera, new icons temporarily appear to make adjustments when you want to fine-tune your results. One noteworthy one is the color tone icon, allowing you to vary overall color so that your food looks its best, even in tricky indoor lighting. Another significant option is the brightness scale, which allows you to lighten or darken your next pictures if the first one needs touching up. Food mode should be near the top of your to-do list if your Canon EOS camera has special scene modes, whether you're traveling to far-off places or in your own living room. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned and subscribe to Canon's YouTube channel for more insights into your cameras and creative imaging.